I have to say, we could not have hoped for a better school opening. The girls were delighted to be back on campus. A little anxious, but I think that they saw everything that we put in place for their safety and they felt really good about it. And they know that we're going to do everything we can to protect them and make sure that they can do this safely. The temperature checks went very well first thing in the morning for the faculty, staff, and students. Everyone was wearing masks. We were social distancing. Different traffic patterns, looking at things even as simple as the water fountains, covering up the mouthpieces. The girls really knew that we had them covered. So when girls arrive, they start with their temperature checks in the gym, and we have faculty and staff that are there, and of course they're masked. The girls are masked. They go through with their temperature check and they receive a ticket. In order to come through the gate, they have to give the teacher at the gate their ticket in order to say that they've gotten their temperature check and they're okay. If for some reason that their temperature is elevated, we do have a process. We have a COVID tracing team. If the temperature is elevated, we'll call a parent and they'll have to go home, and then we'll start our process of the tracing and also the quarantining and testing. We said that masks were mandatory. That was our number one concern, and also social distancing. To us, that's really important, and with teenagers, that's very, very difficult, but that's also mandatory. We put into place different traffic flows within our school walls. So our stairwells, we have up stairwells and down stairwells now. And also, in the classrooms, we put in an indoor air handling system that kind of helps to dispel the pathogens that create airborne illnesses. So hopefully that'll put in another line of defense for the girls. I think the social and emotional, disconnect that the girls have had since March has been a huge concern, and that creates a lot of anxiety, especially with teenagers. And so just getting back onto campus was very important for us. And, we have to protect our teachers. I think that in the demographic of the teenagers, if for some reason they would get COVID, they probably would bounce back and be okay. But we are very concerned with our faculty and staff, and we want to make sure that their physical health and their emotional health is taken care of as well. I think this process is evolving. Nobody's ever done this. So, we are big on research and looking at best practices. And there's no one that's done this before. So we hope to be the leaders in the processes and hope that we can lead the way and hope that we're doing all the right things and making our environment safe for our students. It's one day at a time. So this is something that we have to be flexible with and be patient with ourselves. It's one day at a time, but as long as we're putting the health and safety of our students first, we're going to be okay.